All right, so we're in the middle of Squatober, and some of the things that I'm seeing is limited range of motion in the squat, where someone may have the bar on their back and they're squatting, they're going down, and maybe only going to here. What that could result in or be from could be lack of mobility in the hips, could also be lack of range of motion in the ankles. So the way we can address that is we can elevate the heels to see if we can take the ankles out of it and see if the range of motion improves in the hips. Or we can actually do some soft tissue work on the lower leg and ankle and see if that actually helps as well. So if I was to squat here with the bar, and I go down, and I get to that point right there and I can't go anymore, one of the first steps, if we're properly warmed up, is take a pad. This is only a quarter inch in height. You can go a quarter to an inch. I like starting lower, so then we just kind of see. If we have to get too high, then that can actually change the mechanics and position of the body. So I try it again with the bar and here. And so I come back, I place my heels here, and I squat down. If I'm able to get down lower, then I realize that my hips actually have the range of motion and function to do that movement. So then I want to address what's going on down here in my ankle or even my lower leg. One of those could be just performing your squats in that position, or we could do something else prior to getting started, is taking a tennis ball, it could be a lacrosse ball, doesn't have to be anything major. Before though, which foot or ankle is giving you the issue? One way is you can line up. I'm going to take my left leg here. I'm going to see how far forward I can take it, okay? This one. And the thing is, one way to tell if it's changing the range of motion, you start going forward and my heel is coming up. So my right ankle is my issue. So I may want to address it with some soft tissue work, starting with the ball. It could be as simple as starting off, inviting that tissue to work on the foot, nice and easy. You don't have to really cause pain, just trying to wake up the body, just increase some blood flow. You're not really changing the structure of the tissue. I could take this and apply it here at the shin, just to kind of get things flowing. I'm here, and I'm just rolling across the shin, across the meaty part of the shin. I could even go as far as taking my thumb or fingers and applying pressure around the ankle just to go through. Another one, if you want to do some self-mobilization with, could be a mini band or a resistance band. So I'm going to place it around the ankle. I want to make sure it goes below the ankle bone here, the malleolus. And so I have enough there to where I can actually stand on it, put my foot through, and have enough resistance for this to have pressure. And I'm just going to rock back and forth. This is more about just trying to get the bones and the joints to do more of a self-adjustment. Easier ways to actually find you a good chiropractor that can actually do some manipulation of your foot and ankle. Also, seeking out professional advice on that, whether you've had trauma to the ankle in the past or not as well. If you're using like a mini band, my goal is to stand on it first, place it here, and bring it up. Just by that short distance there, I can actually move. Okay? Now, after I've done some self-mobilization, just trying to grease that groove, I can also incorporate some exercises where my feet are hip width apart. I bring my heels up, and I just work on some ankle marches. Don't have to be fast, slow and controlled. Good. About 5 to 10 on each ankle. Another one is having your feet together and doing what's called an ankle complex. Shift my heels forward, feel a stretch in my Achilles or calf. I'm going to lift my heels up, extend the knees, and load. The key here is not letting the heels go out. My feet went out, so I could put a tennis ball here, shift the knees forward, lift, extend, and load. Okay? Again, doing about 5 to 10 repetitions there. A third one you could add in is elevating the heels up off the ground, slight elevation, and doing some body weight squats, squatting down, coming up. The whole premise behind that is to actually get the muscles of the foot and ankle to actually start working and not relying on the big movers of your body. Working from the ground up. So, to work on that squat, we could elevate our heels. That's one option. Another one is actually just squatting to a box with a lighter load and work on that motion of just setting to the heels, taking that out. We really want to have good range of motion in all joints, hips, knees, and ankles. However, remember, if the hips aren't moving, the ankles aren't moving, the knee may be taking the brunt of that force, and you may be having pain across the front of the knee, could be the side of the knee, or even your quadriceps could be extra sore. So let's work on improving that by adding those little exercises. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Or if you want to actually learn how to do them hands-on, again, message me. Let's schedule time for you to come in here to my facility, Heather Air Fitness. And let's get your squats going better, improve your ankle mobility, and get you stronger.